How's it going, everybody? Jacob Jonas here in front of the Branch Davidian compound.
Yesterday, as the 51-day siege at the Branch Davidian compound came to its infernal conclusion, the city stopped and watched and was silent.
The director of the cult hotline believes the fact the Branch Davidians would commit suicide comes as no surprise. After all, if they believed Koresh was the Messiah, then what was there to fear?
Who has the ultimate responsibility for the plan that went tragically wrong? President Clinton says he does, and he is offering a strong defense of his decision. Experts say the number of cults in this country is expected to rise as we get closer to the turn of the century, and charismatic types use the end of the millennium to make doomsday prophecies.
I'm here in the city of Waco asking people what they think the American dream means to them, and we'll see what they say. What does the American dream mean to you?
No more Biden.
No more Biden?
No more Biden.
Everybody has a chance to make it. All they got to do is at work and save.
American dream means freedom. Freedom, being repressed and just living your life like you should be able to live it. The hardest part about all of this in America is everybody says they're free, but your taxes hold you back.
Yeah.
You know, all the taxes that they tax on everything keep you from having the freedom that you need. You know, that's the biggest problem with America.
Being able to have the choice to express yourself, have the ability to chase your dreams, and be able to voice your opinions and to speak to the public as to what you're seeking, and having people be accountable to really push your agendas forward.
I don't think there is one anymore.
Really?
I don't think it's the best country anymore. I think there's other places that are a lot more mature and advanced than we are. In fact, sometimes it feels like we're a third world country.
Which is interesting because I moved from London to Texas for work, but of my own choice, because I think the opportunities in America are a lot better than certainly where I'm from at the moment.
Oh, interesting.
I think the cost of living compared to where I came from in London, significantly lower. Things are a lot more available here. If you're a young person, there are plenty more opportunities, certainly in the States, in the industry I work in the tech industry, than there are in the rest of the world. So,
do you think that the American dream has worked for you?
Absolutely. If you've ever been out of this country, you'd understand that. You know, I've been places to where a grass floor is a floor. You know, there is no windows. There is no shingle roof. There is no glasses. You know, you're living off the land and your government doesn't do anything for you. At least our government tries. They may not get done what they need to get done, but they do try to help us. You know, they do give you rights that you can use in order to make it a better world.
I had to make it work for myself. And what that means is I know what I wanted to see from my legislators, my government, and so it works both ways. So you have to know what you want your politicians to do, and you have to hold them accountable.
Oh yeah, I'm successful in her eyes, and that's all that matters.
We're debt free.
We're debt free, that's for sure.
What is the biggest threat to the United States?
Itself. It's my honest opinion.
Yeah.
I think
Our internal terrorism, even amongst just politicians, isn't great, in my opinion. Taking away people's rights and also having restrictions on things that actually don't move the population health forward.
China, you know, because they have the capability of doing to us what we can do to them. You know, and the biggest problem with our government right now with President Biden is he don't understand that. I know Trump was outlandish. I know he spoke out of his turn. I know that I don't think anybody liked his tweets, but he was willing to get out of our country and go visit the other commanders of other countries so we could talk freedom, so we can talk peace, instead of just saying, well, you do what I do, I'll blow your ass up.
If China's the biggest threat to the United States, what do you think the best way to deal with that threat is?
Talk to them. You know, have peace talks, have talks about your taxes, have talks about selling us this or selling us that, instead of just sitting over here and letting your people do it for you.
I think those open borders The high prices that took place since Biden's been in office. Yeah, the open borders. They need to close them.
What do you think the best way to deal with that threat is?
Put Trump back in office.
Ditto.
Just tell it like it is.
Yeah, of course. What do you think that the biggest threat to the United States is?
Ignorance. Ignorance. And that works for people who don't educate themselves and who don't really push to motivate themselves to understand politics.
What do you think the best way to deal with that threat is?
Continue to make people aware of what's going on in our communities and in our states and in the national government itself.
Do you think it's possible to find common ground between opposing political sides?
No, I don't think it'll ever happen. It never has happened. You know, I wish it would happen. I wish the Democrats and Republicans would get together and start talking, have a cup of coffee and say, hey, you know, we can work together and get this worked out. But I don't think it'll ever happen.
Why do you think it will never happen?
Because they're too set in their ways. You got the Democrats, and say over here, some of them are anywhere from 50 to 80 years old. You know, I think there should be a term limited to our Democrats and our Republicans so we can get younger minds like yourself in there. We need that younger mind to make us see different views. So many different divisions. You know, instead of all of us just saying, hey, you wear a cowboy hat, I could too. You know, you're an American, I am too. Start looking at it that way instead of start looking at, well, you know, you're brown or you're white or you're green or blue. You bleed the same damn blood I do.
I haven't found common ground with my uncles, so I don't know. I just question how I'm related to them, so.
With education and communication, clear communication, yes.
Well, we believe we can, but I can't attest for the other side. They don't seem to want to have any common ground, even though they were supposed to.
No, they just want control.
Yeah.
That's all they want is control. They want to make us into a communist country.
Socialist also.
Socialist, yeah. So, no, we don't need any of that.
Any final words, last thoughts?
No, but this has made me realize really how socialist I guess I truly am. Maybe I'm going to be moving to London. He'll stay here.
Continue to vote and continue to have dreams and follow them.
Well, only thing I have to say is get right with the Lord and follow Him incisively so that things will work out. And nothing's too small. Even if you just ask Him for a parking spot and He gives you that parking spot, don't forget to tell Him thank you.
Treat each other with kindness. You just got to be kind to each other. If everybody turns around and says, you're just like I am, man. You just want to be on this earth and to make your day every single day better. Just be kind. That's all it takes is kindness. Stop being scared to give interviews.
Yeah.
All right?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.